net front, still loose. Apostolakos brings it out into neutral ice. And Eicherman with a cover-up. 6:19 left in this second period. Teams changing up personnel. This face-off will come in the Omaha defensive zone. Toit on the tap against Graffelman. Casey's right wing dot. Casey comes up with it, but now stolen away by Omaha. Quinn Bruning tries to gain neutral ice. Barnes now in the retreat, played behind the net by Eicherman. Barnes will pick it up. He'll dish it to the half wall to Moffett. Moffett takes a couple steps and taps it into neutral ice. Steered aside by Eicherman to Barnes. Into the corner goes Moffett. He dishes it over for Bruning. He'll peel back in his zone to buy some time and goes D to D to Barnes, and they chip it in, back out into neutral ice. Now it's launched in and steered aside by Gage Swirsek. Stockwell tries to play it out. Omaha able to keep it in. Mercier.
Fans have thought there should have been a penalty on that last play.
Well, Logan Mercier got tied. Heads up. Well, that almost gave me a haircut there, Mike.
Notice I ducked.
Yeah.
The goalie behind us saved you.
Good thing Ben Johnson, the former goaltender, is sitting behind me here because that puck was in my direction. So this faceoff comes back down in the Omaha defensive zone. Johnston on the tap. Omaha wins it back. Battling in the corner for it is Volinick. Backside support by Brock James. Oh, that was a wicked elbow there by Svetlak. Stolen away by Mercier on a outletting pass. Johnston picks it up behind his net now, and he'll skate it out. Headmans it to Hawkins. Great job by Mooney stepping up at that defensive blue line. Hawkins down low, loose puck net front. Gets pushed into the corner, back to the point. Pringle drops it in. Johnston now plays it. Omaha shoveling it over to the opposite side where Brock James and Svetlak are tied up. Loose puck. Johnston with a nice move, still has control over it. And Omaha with a clear. This will be an icing, but one well worth it as KC was strong with forechecking pressure in the Omaha zone. 3:55 left in the second now. Face off in the Omaha zone. KC Jets right wing dot. Puck is down. Omaha wins the tap. They'll send it into neutral ice. Eshelman on the chase. He's got Schmitz there to contend with, and it comes into the corner where Graven's there with it to the point where Bruning has it. He'll take a look. Shot! And just flutters through a group of players that were screening Gage Swirsek, and he makes a nice save.
Yeah, that was a shot from the point by Ben Barnes, and he had a great game yesterday.
Puck is down. KC comes up with it. Battle in the right wing corner with Eshelman and Waldo. Graven will try to play it over to Kane. They'll rim it to the other side where it's retrieved by Bonaconti. This is pretty much their JV line. Schmitz tries to break it out. Knocked down. Bieber retrieves it. He'll gain the red line and loft it in. He's on the chase with Graven. Loose puck and steered out of play. So we'll have a face-off just outside the KC defensive blue line. Omaha's left wing dot. Graffelman on the tap with Toit. Puck is down. KC wins it. Apostolakos gathers it in. He'll come down the left wing side and backhand it into the corner. Howell now plays it from behind the net. Stockwell in there. Swirsek. Omaha plays it up the half wall, and out comes Carl Graffelman. He and Apostolakos collide, and I think this is going to end up in a KC power play. Oh, no, this is going to go the other direction.
What?
Yes. Number 17, Henry Apostolakos, goes off on a 2-minute minor for interference. I couldn't tell what had happened. They collided, and they kind of pushed each other both to the ice.
So that was my mistake. I thought you said it was a Omaha power play, and you said it went the other way. So I was like, what?
No, I just know that I knew there was going to be a penalty. I wasn't sure on who.
Right at the face-off dot, top of the circle, Graffelman and Apostolakos collided, and he wrapped his arm around his neck and hauled him down.
Yes. So Omaha on a power play here. Moved over. They'll go cross ice. Nice tape-to-tape pass. Nice catch by Mercier. He'll leave it down low for Brock James. Backhands it over to Bolduc. Back to James on a quick move, but Olsen's in there to stir it up. Down on the half wall to Bolduc. Give and go. He loses the handle. Comes back to the point where Howell will gather it. He'll drill it in to Bolduc. Good pressure by Olsen. To Bolduc. Net front on the wraparound. Loose puck! In the net. Goal is waved. The goal is waved. The puck was directed into the net, but it was immediately waved by referee Rusty Cole. It's probably going to be man in the crease, I would think. Or maybe the net came off.
Could have been net.
Yeah.
Because of the face-off still in the zone.
So this face-off will be right wing dot. KC defensive zone. Volinick has it. Moves it down the wall to Waldo. Eshelman goes in after it. Into the corner. Omaha's got good numbers down low. Played up by Waldo. Tick-tock. Good job by KC ragging time here. Eshelman, that's Bieber comes out. Net front. Waldo walks in. Redirected by Bieber wide of the net. Back to the point. Volinick to Waldo. To Volinick on the one-time. High and wide. 21 seconds left. Bieber gathers it behind the cage. He'll move it up to Mooney. Mooney takes a look. He'll go cross ice to Waldo. Waldo makes a nice move and a great kick save by Swirsek to thwart that effort. 6 seconds. This will about end the man advantage. And a good power play by Omaha with good pressure. Well, looks like an icing call was missed there.
No, you got to keep playing.
And that ends your second period of play. Great action here today. We'll be back with third period performance here. You're on the Omaha Hockey Network.
Welcome back to the Kansas City Ice Center here for Period 3 action of the Omaha Junior Lancers versus the Kansas City Jets. Mike, 0-0 after 2.
Can't ask for anything better than that. I mean, we're still in it, but, we talked about it at the break. Omaha leads in shots over 2 periods. That second period was 11-4, and for a 2-period total of 19-9. And the conundrum here is we're still at zeros. And, the next goal is going to be massive.
Absolutely.
If KC scores it, not a lot of goals being scored in this game. But when you're playing this well as far as Omaha, in this game, you don't want to be winning the game and lose the scoreboard.
Right.
And that happens a lot when you're in these low-scoring games. It's just more opportunistic. The team that cashes in will probably have the better effort,
Yeah, you want to be careful, as you said, just because of timing. And, both goaltenders are playing well, Eicherman and Schwarzik. And right now it's just the battle of goaltenders.
So far, that's what it is, and it's head-to-head, and both have made, great saves. KC hasn't had a lot of shots on goal, but the ones they've had have been pretty decent ones, and we'll see what this third period brings. Things change on a dime in these games, especially these varsity games, and like we keep reiterating that last night's game changed in a 3-minute span. And
absolutely. It doesn't take much.
Doesn't take much.
And you're looking at those 19 shots that Omaha has had versus the Kansas City 9 shots.
Perimeter.
A lot of those were perimeter. I would say the Kansas City 9 shots were probably a little bit better quality than the Omaha's 19.
Yeah.
Our best scoring chances were on that power play right before the period ended.
One thing to be said, last night they struggled with a couple power plays. We talked about it in postgame. A couple of the power plays looked really good, and then a couple of them they couldn't even get out of their end. And today has been much better on the man advantage.
Yes.
They're getting to loose pucks. They're being more aggressive.
We could still get to loose pucks a little quicker than we are still, but we're doing much better.
Oh, yeah. That's always winning races to pucks is one of the key things in this game. So the line of centered by Brock James, Maxime Bolduc, and Logan the Chef Mercier takes center ice. Puck is down. And they're out with the Bonacani line. Omaha trying to force the puck into neutral ice. Will Volanek on the retreat. He'll pick it up. He'll backhand it over to Bolduc. Bolduc tries to find the point. And a ricochet off of defenseman Sean Mooney. And the puck ends up being loose. And there's that first goal that we talked about. Looked like it was going to be a routine out. And the puck came to the point. It was kept in. I believe that was Justin Holt. And he just threw it. It was way wide of the net, but it went off a thigh pad and ended up on the weak side where Casey was able to converge. Casey drops back into their zone. Hunter Swarsek comes down behind the Omaha cage. Buonacante on the goal. From Twite and Swarsek. Buonacante, primarily a JV player, was off that weak side post and found that loose puck. Omaha goes weak side. Eshelman has it. He'll come into the zone. Gets rubbed off the play. Bieber now has it. He tries to dish it. Left out into neutral ice for Johnston. Will pick it up. Olsen throws it in. A steer side by Eicherman. Rim to the other side where Hawkins plays it up. And a shot is redirected off the shot by Peyton Cook. Redirects outside and into the netting, so we'll have another draw. This faceoff will be outside the zone. Left wing dot. Johnston on the draw. He's out with Svetlak and Hawkins. Puck is down. Omaha trying to play it out of the zone. Graffelman with it. He comes out. He's got Ridenour on his left wing. He tries to move it. Hawkins gains it. On the chase is Ridenour. He picks it up in neutral ice. Can't get it low in the zone, and it comes right back out into neutral ice by the Jets. They'll rim it in. Eicherman will stop it behind his cage. Mooney will play it. He moves it up the half wall. Played again. Indirect pass to Graffelman. And a stick save off the pad of Eicherman is cleared by Omaha. Volinick moves it into neutral ice and played back in. He'll give chase. He'll pick it up behind his cage. And he's coming out the opposite side. He's got pressure by Craven. Volinick still has the puck. Comes into the zone. Leaves it net front. And a steer aside by Swirsek. Sean Mooney pinches in. And here comes Stockwell. But he's picked up by Bolduc. Bolduc takes a fall and a nice save by Eicherman. Bolduc gathers it in. He tries to go weak side, and KC Swirsek able to keep the puck in the zone. Back out to the point. Now Swirsek curls in. Poke checked away by Mercier. A hard wrap and a clear by Volinick. Icing will be waived here. As Holt gives chase, he'll pick it up. He'll go weak side to Apostolakos. Picked up into neutral ice by Quinn Bruning, and he'll dump it back in. Bieber goes to the net front. And puck is still loose in the KC zone. Now played out by Hunter Swirsek and chipped back in by Bruning. Loose puck. Comes out to Swirsek. He'll come into the zone with Bonacani. Bieber has it. Now he's looking for some support. Eshelman can't handle the puck. Throws it into the zone. Comes back to the half wall where Bruning keeps it in. He'll shovel it backhand back down low to Bieber. He plays it net front, and it's picked off by Olsen. He'll come down that left wing side. He's hung up by Barnes and dumps the puck in. Waldo will pick it up. He'll try to headman a stretch pass to Ridenour, and it's intercepted again by Olsen. Olsen, another quality player. Comes into the zone, tries to dish it for Svetlak, and it's knocked down. Omaha trying to gain the zone. Out it comes. Now Graffelman picks it up. He'll dump it in past Johnston. On the play behind the net is Ridenour, and it's moved into that left wing corner. Johnston now has it. He'll pick it up. He'll scream through neutral ice. He's bumped off the play, loses the handle, and Howell picks it up in the corner. Puck leaves the playing surface, and we'll have a face-off in the Omaha defensive zone. 11:43, KC leads 1-0. Brock James on the dot. He'll face Graven. Puck is down. Omaha wins it back to Volinick. Volinick will try to rim it. They were on the Michigan breakout there as Mercier was flying down the opposite wing. Omaha now controlling. That should have been a whistle. That puck hit netting. Coach Harrill fired up, and he should be. That puck went off a player and went into the netting and bounced right back into play, and they went on and resumed play. Cleanly comes out to Spence. He'll move it across D to Howell. He finds a stretching forward, and Bieber caught on his tape and then loses the handle and goes into the corner. Casey's out. They'll lob it into the right wing corner where it's played by Bruning, and he'll rim it up for Bieber. Bieber needs to gain the zone. Jeez.
Struggling a little
Puck's
bit.
on the blue line. You got to gain the zone. You don't play with it there. Be deliberate and gain the zone. Barnes backhands it. Stolen away by Toit. Graffelman in. He finally gets it into neutralize for Apostolakos. Chases it down to Toit. Curling up the ice is Ridnour as he tries to gain neutral ice. Indirect pass into neutral ice just to clear some pressure by Barnes. Bruning picks it up. He'll peel back the other way. Quinn Bruning really improved player from the first time he came here. He has really developed in his years here. Dished off. Hawkins has it. He'll move it over to Holt. Holt will go. Stolen away by Moffitt. Loose puck. A shot from a pass from Gavin Moffitt to weak side post. Brock James, and a cover up and a save by Gage Swirzek. That could have been the tying tally there. Face off to the blocker side is Swirzek. Brock James against Graven. Comes out. Down the right wing side is Kane. He'll wrap it to Stockwell. Mercier, 2-on-1 with Maxime Bolduc. He's coming in. He gets to the dot. He loses the handle on the puck and has to drop it down low here. Bolduc playing it. Backhanded, back down to James. Mercier now with it. Net front. Volinick. The shot too high of the net to the point. Moved down the left wing half wall to Bolduc. He'll move it to the opposite side where Mercier tries to seal it off. And he's there battling with Stockwell. Out comes Graven. Poke checked back in by Volinick. And Olsen drives it out. And that'll result in an icing and back down to the KC end for faceoff. Gosh, that was a great opportunity.
It just, I don't know if it was bouncing, rolling, or what, but yeah, usually the chef doesn't mishandle pucks like that.
Well, on the 2-on-1, but they were able to rally back around and get that off the weak side post, and I thought Brock James was surely going to bury that. Puck is loose. Shot. Kick save by Swirzek. Omaha with some decent pressure right now. Eshelman against Holt. Apostolakos comes out. Tries to find the wall. Kept in by Spence. He'll drop it down for Eshelman. And chipped out. And a race is on by Howell and Swirzek. Howell gets to it first. Pushed off the play is Hunter Swirzek by Brandon Waldo. KC trying to control. They leave it behind the net to Swirsek, and two forwards converge net front. And unable to keep the puck in the zone is Holt as he tries to find Apostolakos on the opposite side point. Eshelman leaves it up. Out into neutral ice. Into the zone. A shot just over the top of the net. And now trickles down into the KC end where Pringle will play it. Goes to the opposite side. Omaha trying to keep it in the zone here. Shot from the point. And a nice save by Gage Swirsek.
Yeah, I think that, again, we go back to our shots after the second period. They're all shots like that particular one from the perimeter. You got to get traffic in front of Swirsek or you're not going to beat them.
And they need a goal now. 6:22 left in this game. And exactly what we talked about pre-third period happened. And Omaha's got to come back here. Ridnour to Hawkins. Hawkins rims it in. Barnes will pick it up. He moves it up the half wall. Now he's got a weak sider. He's got Ridnour. Nice pass to him, and they're out. Nice pass by Brady. They've got Moffat coming in that right wing side. Bruning with a pinch. Barnes tries to play it and hand passes it up the wall, but played by Peyton Cook, who accidentally took out Hawkins. Bruning on the chase. Great hustle by Quinn Bruning. Was hoping to get that icing waved. Not to be. 5:22 left. This will come back to the Omaha end. The line of Kane, Graven, and Stockwell, flanked by Schmitz and Olsen. Moved over to Maxime Bolduc, and out comes Brock James. Tries to headman it for Mercier. Mercier can get there. They come into the right wing corner. They move it to the opposite side where Bolduc is there to pick it up. Bolduc wraps it back down low, transitions over to the right wing corner where an indirect pass finds Volinick. He tries to fish one through, gets knocked down. Nice play by James. Shot from the point, loose puck, still loose. Played out by Stockwell. He'll come down that left wing and leaves it for Graven. Graven's rubbed out of the play by Bolduc. Thought he was somehow, I don't know why he was complaining about that. That was a clean hit. Moody tries to move it off. It goes off the back of Volinick and skitters down into the corner. Back to the point. Toit, save, and a redirect out of play. 4:03 left in the third. 1-0's your score. Kansas City Jets lead.
Omaha's also got to do a better job on getting two hands on their sticks when they're trying to battle for those pucks. Too many one hands on there.
Waldo on the puck. On the face-off against Bonicatti. Howell plays it behind his cage. Weak side to Eshelman. Apostolakos gathers it in and leaves it in neutral ice where Howell tries to steal it away. Kept in. Swirsek comes in. Backhands it across. Nice save there by Waldo as Eshelman goes down. Into the corner is Bonicatti. He's finished off by Waldo. Eshelman curls back into the zone, escapes out, turns it over to Toit, and a shot goes over the top of the net. Johnston with a shot. 2 shots. Omaha unable to clear, not moving any bodies around. Comes into the corner where Johnston plays it. Leaves it down low for Swirsek. The clock is ticking. D to D. Apostolakos drops it down for Toit. Back to Apostolakos. Knocked down in front by Eshelman. And it's outed by Waldo. Picked up down the right wing side. Turned over by Bieber. Johnston brings it out. 2:33 left. And looks like we're going to have offside or icing. How can that be? He had the puck here.
Must not have crossed the center line.
I'm talking like 4 feet past the center line. Okay, nevertheless, icing. Puck is down. Ridenour wins the tap. Brings it back on his stick to Graffelman. Bruning tries to knock down a shot there, but he actually works out as more of a pass to Moffitt. Olsen now with it. Svetlek, a shot and a save by Eicherman and a cover-up. 2:02 left in this game. Unfortunately, it's been a great game. Omaha has really worked hard, but there's not a goal on the board to show for it.
That's something Coach Ariel is going to have to work on, trying to figure that part out.
Just got to find a way to manufacture some goals. Omaha wins the draw. They've done a good job on the face-off dots. Brock James battling against Swirsek. Swirsek wins that, dumps it back in where it's steered aside by Eicherman. Headman by Volanik. Left in neutral ice. Brock James on the poke check. Toit able to run it down. Minute 39 left. Omaha's in neutral ice. They need to get the puck deep. KC brings it down. And they'll come out. There's headman it over to Hunter Swirsek, and he gets rubbed off the play as the puck trickles into the glove of Nolan Eicherman. A minute 20 left. Plenty of time, but they need to get that puck in the opposite end. They're not going to be able to do much with it if they're timeout Omaha. This will give Coach Harehill some time to rest up and get a blow for his top players or the players that he wants to put out there. And I'm sure they're going to talk about trying to get the puck in the opposite end so they can pull Eicherman for an extra attacker.
Ikes has played a stellar game today.
Stellar game.
I mean, he hasn't had a ton of shots, but the ones he's had, minus that one goal, he's been on top of.
Yeah, the goaltending has been the real bright spot in a weekend like this.
Yes.
Both the JV and the varsity goaltending has been exceptional. These teams just need to find a method, a strategy, a tactic to score more goals. Johnston on the face-off against Brandon Waldo. KC comes up with it. Hawkins drops it down low for Svetlak. Now Omaha steals it away. Can't gain the zone, and I'm sure KC is just going to be content and ragging that puck along the walls. 1 minute left in the period to Moffitt. A leave for Waldo. He comes down the left wing side and lays it in. Waldo is the first man to the puck, and Eicherman is out of the net. Sixth attacker is in. Omaha trying to gain some control to the point, to Bruning. Over to Waldo, back to Bruning. Steps in, knocked down in front by Svetlek. Omaha has to come into neutral ice and regroup. Barnes to Bruning, he'll dump it in. 25 seconds left in the game. Into the far corner. Moffitt and Olsen. Puck is loose, net front, and cleared out by the KC Jets. 13 seconds left as Hawkins is converging on Barnes. Omaha just trying to gain a zone here. They indirect it out. And that ends this contest as the Omaha Junior Lancers go down in a varsity game 1-0 here in Kansas City. We'll be back with a post-game wrap-up. Stick with us. You're on the Omaha Hockey Network.
Well, we're back for post-game wrap-up here, Mike. 1-0 win, Kansas City. Omaha worked on the entire game, but Kansas City won the scoreboard.
That was it, and we talked about it prior to the third period. Just one of those things when you're in a 0-0 game like that, Omaha's outworking a team. They're winning the game, but they ended up losing the scoreboard ultimately at the end.
Right. Bright spot for Omaha today, Nolan Eicherman.
Fantastic play by Omaha goalies all weekend. Eicherman was stellar, and so was Simon Johnson in the JV games. Omaha outshot KC in this game. KC made up some ground in that third period. 23-18 was your final shots on goal. Omaha leading the shots on goal, but they just got to find a way to manufacture some offense in some way, and they're going to have to get dirty with it and take whatever they can get.
Absolutely. Next weekend we're at home against Boji, the new team in town, and we'll see how it fares there. We'll be on OHN, streaming to you live for our family and friends out of town. And until then, Mike, safe travels.
Sounds good. You too. We'll see you next time, folks. You're on the Omaha Hockey Network.